Judge, this was bringing back from last week. I'd approached about moving his monitor to agree to remove it, but you want to bring him into a motion so that there's still no contact.
Come on up, Mr. Santana. So he's a truck driver, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, that's the one that you.
The unlawful restraint is it an is it an ex-wife? Is that
They're going through a divorce. They've had no contact since the inception of this matter. Whether the divorce goes through remains to be seen, but as of right now, they're separated for sure.
or do you think that there's? So
I don't think.
I need you to understand, Ms. Santana. Come on up. I need you to understand that. So Willie says that you guys are going through divorce. It may not happen. I hope that you're not having contact with this person because I've ordered you not to have contact with this person.
There's been no contact.
Don't. If I find that you're having contact and I don't care whatever mean it is, I'm going to throw your butt in jail. Do you understand? It looks like to me like you're having contact with her. Mannerisms are a big tell, Mr. Santana. And your mannerisms tell me that you're having contact with this person. I hope and pray that you're not. Because if I find that you do, I'm going to let you up. Do you understand? No means no. And I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't know, Willie, because I think he's having contact with her.
Judge, there's been, I think in this case, had there been because she's still, the state has had contact with her.
Well, I don't care if the state has contact. I don't want him to have contact.
No, I understand. I mean, I through the calls that did not appear, and her agitation level with them is pretty high that it has been. I think that the court would receive no.
Your Honor, if I may, when speaking with the complainant, she advised that she'd be comfortable with an intermediary. She does not want contact, but she'd be comfortable with an intermediary for the purpose of their children. But that's the extent that she's willing to.
Last time you talked to her.
So the last time was November, and we were unable to get a hold. I can reach out now
No.
and try right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
I mean, I want to know that he's not having contact with her before I take that thing off, you know? So let me make sure. And if so, I'll take it off.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it because he's out of town.
We'll see.
He can't be done.
There are many other ways that someone can reach. I should take a seat in the jury box.
They were unable to get in touch with her. And Judge, so given that we're unable to get in touch with her, we're not opposed to removing the GPS.
No, because
we want to keep the no contact, Your Honor. That's the main thing is she wants no contact. We want to respect that. But otherwise, I mean, we don't have any indication she's not getting in contact with us about any further incidents and we can't get a hold of her now. So
how many times have you reached out to her?
So we reached out to her
One today.
The last time as well. Last time he told me I reached out then, and then today I reached out again. I even tried reaching out to her emergency contacts on her driver's license, and nobody's answering to get a hold of her.
Yeah, I firmly believe that had there been an issue, she would have been in touch with the state. He's a truck, he's moved out, he's living in his truck. I brought an offer out.
But I mean, all I'm doing is taking off the device, right? So you're saying he's sleeping in his car. I mean, what?
Well, I mean, I brought an offer out because I thought this was already agreed to, that we were going to do this last week and brought in with admonition to maintain no contact, which she's already been doing.
Mr. Santana, come up. Do you have an offer in this case, Willie? Can you put an offer in this case?
We're going to get a look at it, Your Honor.
I will reluctantly take it off, but I want you to understand that you're not to have contact with this person. If I find that you do, I will issue warrant for arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? No means no. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who. If you want to have any kind of contact with her, you must use an intermediary, someone else to have used to contact her.
And they have one. They have an intermediary.
Who is it?
It's the daughter.
Yes, Judge, it's the daughter.
All right, Mr. Santana, good luck. All right. Okay. All right, Willie.
Thank you, Judge.
You got it, man.
I'm signing on to his new case.
Oh, we picked up a new case.
He did, Judge.
Mr. Palacio, you're now charged with a new case. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
Yes. On February 5th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a stranded vehicle at the 700 block of North Sam Houston Parkway. And the officer observed a car parked on the shoulder and a driver asleep at the wheel with the engine running and the car in park. The officer knocked on the window to wake up the driver, who woke up and refused to comply with the officer's command and drove the car 6 feet forward. The officer then requested the defendant exit the vehicle. The defendant put the vehicle in park, then drive multiple times before finally exiting the vehicle. The defendant was detained upon exiting the vehicle, and the officer relocated to a gas station where the defendant was observed to be dazed and confused and did not realize he had been asleep at the wheel. The defendant was also unable to communicate where he had been or where he was going. The defendant was asked to perform standard field sobriety test, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand, 1 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and declined to provide a sample, and blood search warrant was signed and executed.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you look to see if he has any prior DWIs and does he have a valid Texas driver license?
He does have a valid driver's license, Judge, and we
Oh.
did file for the ALR hearing.
And then I see he has a dismissed DWI out of Fort Bend, but no other DWIs.
There's no probable cause in that case.
I'm now ordering you. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I ordered you on your first case not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You've now picked up a DWI. Guess what happens now? I'm revoking your bond.
Judge, I would like to address that. So he does realize that this is a problem at this point, and he has enrolled himself in IOP and does have a meeting this afternoon to do intake for IOP, and I do have that email.
I can't show him preferential treatment. It's on any case here. I ordered not to do something. He did it, picked up a new case. You're staying with me. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you consume alcohol again, I will put you in a rehab facility myself in the jail. And if you respond well to treatment, it's a minimum of 9 months. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now placing a restriction that you're not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and Casey, I'm now going to probably give him a curfew. In the BMV, was he out in the middle of the night? Alex?
Please, Your Honor.
I think it was after the bar closed. He was just sleeping in the owner's vehicle.
There's one consistent problem, and there's one thing that centers around every single problem that you have. What is that one problem? You and alcohol do not mix. And I don't know what we need to do to get you to realize that. I don't know. I hope that this is it. If it's not, it's going to be rather lengthy. Maybe that's it. Is it prison? I don't know. But all of the issues center around one thing. And I hope that you now realize this and do what you need to do. Because if you can't take care of it yourself, I will do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it goes with you. And then when he comes out, or when he does bond out, he's gonna have to come back for bond conditions and then we'll carry it.
These bond conditions today on the non-revoked case, so they'll be active.
Okay.
And then do we want to advise other than the mediation interlock?
No, just, what time was,
The time that it took place, the only time the officer gave is when they got the blood samples, and that was at 7 a.m. So sometime prior to 7 a.m. But he doesn't say how long before the blood was actually drawn.
what do you think about a curfew?
Judge, if I may, he is active military, so he is still reporting to that. They're also looking to get him help. He has enrolled himself in IOP, so he does have a job
I
in the
won't
military.
put the curfew, but if he picks up a new case,
I understand. We had a big conversation, and he's the one that took it upon himself to realize that this was a problem, and he told me that he was going to use his VA benefits to look into the IOP at this point. So he did send me that email that he is confirmed to begin enrollment in IOP.
okay, so, on the DWI, just pick whatever date you have.
Okay.
When he does bond out, he'll get a 7-day setting.
Mhm.
Whenever day that you get, just let Ramona know or Victoria, and then we'll give you that day. Just feel free to email them and then we can carry them.
Just put them both on the same.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
I think we addressed Barry's bond.
I was gonna set it at 5,001. That's what I normally do.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
yes, ma'am.
Appreciate that one.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, Ms. Ten.